Welcome back. If you are using the PacketCircle plugin for Wireshark, this update might be interesting for you. We are covering everything new from version 0.40 through 0.43, and there is a lot to cover. Two big themes: protocol information and usability. So let's go. Starting with protocol information. PacketCircle now surfaces rich detail for a growing list of protocols, and three stand out in this release cycle. DNS got a full information dialog. Right-click any DNS connection in the connection details pop-up, and you get a complete session summary query and response counts, query type histograms, top queried domains, resolved answer records, and NX domain names, all filtered to the selected pair only. DHCP is now properly promoted from generic UDP to its own protocol category, so it shows up correctly in search and filtering. But more importantly, DHCP gets its own information dialog as well. Right-click any DHCP conversation and you get a full session summary transaction IDs, message type breakdown, discover, offer, request, acknowledge, and NAC, client and server identifiers, offered IP addresses, and lease time details. For security analytics, this is immediately useful. You can spot rogue DHCP servers, identify unauthorized clients, or catch DHCP starvation attempts without ever leaving PacketCircle. Instead of hunting through hundreds of DHCP packets in the packet list, the dialog surfaces the relevant session context in one place. MACSec now has its own information dialog. Right-click any MACSec connection and PacketCircle gives you a full session summary pulled directly from the packet bytes, the encryption bit, the SCI present bit, association number distribution, and packet number range. What makes this robust from day one is that it does not rely solely on the Wireshark MACSec dissector being active. Even if the dissector is inactive or a frame is only partially decoded, PacketCircle falls back to parsing the sec tag from raw bytes, so the dialog always has something meaningful to show you. Spanning Tree Protocol now has its own information dialog as well. Right-click any STP conversation in Mac mode and PacketCircle gives you a full session summary, bridge IDs, root path costs, port roles, and BPDU statistics. And there is one detail that stands out. If the device you are looking at is the STP root bridge, PacketCircle calls it out explicitly with a highlighted label that reads, "This bridge IS the STP root." No more mentally cross-referencing bridge priorities and MAC addresses to figure out who is holding the root role. It is right there highlighted the moment you open the dialog. And there's more, such as VLAN info. Check the latest protoclinfo.md file on GitHub to get the full picture. Now, usability and this release series brought several meaningful improvements. One line per communication pair with direction control. The pair list now shows a single clean row per bidirectional connection. The arrow between the two endpoints is a toggle. Click it and it cycles through three states: a right arrow for source to destination only, a double arrow for both directions, and a left arrow for destination to source only. The Wireshark display filter generated when you apply it respects whichever direction you have selected. This keeps the visualization clean and your filters precise. Layer 2 protocol visibility, ARP, STP, LLDP, LACP, CDP, and other LLC-based Layer 2 protocols are now properly recognized and searchable in Mac mode. Previously, these protocols ended up classified as generic Ethernet because of how the tap listener worked at Layer 2. That is fixed. If you are working on campus networks, industrial environments, or anything where Layer 2 control traffic matters, you can now find and filter those conversations directly. Search behavior outside the top end list. By default, PacketCircle shows the top 10, 25, or 50 talkers. If the endpoint you care about falls outside that list, it used to be invisible. Now, when your search does not find a match in the current top end view, PacketCircle tells you why, and gives you the option to display that communication anyway. You are no longer blocked by the ranking cutoff, Mac mode pop-up performance. The connection details pop-up in Mac mode now appears instantly with a loading indicator instead of blocking the UI while it scans. A thin animated progress bar shows that the scan is running in the background, and once it completes, the protocol breakdown table replaces the placeholder automatically. The pop-up also resizes itself to fit the content, so you are not staring at a mostly empty window on sparse captures. And the redundant Apply Filter button at the bottom of the table has been removed. The right-click context menu already does that job. Linux Wireshark 4.0x support. For anyone running Debian Stable, which ships Wireshark 4.0x, there is now a pre-built binary available. The installer auto-detects your Wireshark version and installs the right one. So that is PacketCircle from 0.4.0 to 0.4.3, richer protocol context for DNS, DHCP, MACSec, STP, and VLAN traffic. Proper Layer 2 visibility, cleaner direction toggling, smarter search with no dead ends, a faster, more responsive Mac mode pop-up, and broader Linux support. If you have not updated yet, now is a great time. Try it on your next capture and let me know what you think. And if you are finding PacketCircle useful, a star on GitHub would mean a lot. It helps the project get visibility and keeps the motivation going. Thanks for watching, and keep following those packets.